Hello there. Good morning, good Friday morning, and welcome to another Friday Musing. And this week I want to talk about sacrifice, the idea of giving up of ourselves in order to assist others. When we hear the word sacrifice, we think of it as being something of such incredible devotion, something that is the highest level of love that we could show for other people. And also they think of it as a way to empower people. But I'm going to question this and ask, is it really? Is sacrificing ourselves really the best way to help other people? To sacrifice implies that we must suffer, that the person who is helping others must sacrifice of their own time, of their own energy, of their home, their wealth, whatever it is. The idea that we have to give something up in order to assist others. But sacrifice is a word that implies a lot of suffering. And I ask, is suffering in ourselves the best way to actually help others on this journey? So, I know that there are a lot of carers out there who do sacrifice their entire lives to look after their loved ones. But this is not what I'm talking about. When one person has to sacrifice their life to help their child or their parent and so on, I consider that to be a failure of, basically our system. No one should be left alone to care for one person and struggle on with that. I'm not talking about that. No, I'm talking about the sacrifice that some people actually expect from others. It's when we're expected to willingly sacrifice ourselves in order to help another person up, even when that person could very easily get up for themselves. From some people, there's still an expectation of, why should I have to get up? Why should I have to help myself? Somebody else should sacrifice what they have achieved in their life in order to come and assist me. So if we look at it, does sacrifice help at all? I don't think so. If you have a toddler and the toddler wants to learn to walk, we don't walk around constantly holding the toddler's hand saying, I've got you, I'll never let you fall. They're allowed to fall. They figure out a way to get up again, a way to stand up. In this way, they begin to empower themselves. They begin to understand the centre of balance within them, the strength that is needed to actually keep walking forward. It's an incredible moment when a child learns to do that. And we don't help people, we don't help children walk by constantly picking them up when they fall. They have to find their own way, their own strength. But in some spiritual circles, there seems to be a sort of showing off of, look how much I sacrifice for other people, look how much I have given to the world. And some people seem to wear a badge that says, look what I've sacrificed, look what I have given up in order to help other people. Almost a pride in saying, I have no time to look after myself. I have no time to focus on who I am because I am unimportant. It seems to give some people a real sense of self-worth. And why? Because within themselves they lack self-worth. They lack belief in how special they are. And so the idea of sacrificing themselves for others gives them a sense of completion, a sense of really who they are and what they're here to do. But we're here to do way more than that, than just give up our lives for another people. What can seem to be altruistic can actually be unhelpful to both the person doing the sacrificing and to the person receiving all the care and the love. Why? Because what we forget as human beings is that we are incredibly powerful. The fact that we can get up every day, the fact that we can survive this incredibly challenging life with its heavy energy and the amount of negativity that's around, the fact that we can actually stand up every day shows how strong we are. And it's by picking ourselves up that we empower ourselves, that we begin to realize the immense strength that lies inside of us. But it's too easy sometimes, isn't it, to let other people do things for us. It's so easy to become lazy, to allow ourselves to be the centre of attention and let everybody else help us and pick us up. But when we stand up for ourselves, really only asking for help when we actually need it, then we begin to discover our own extraordinary abilities. We begin to discover our incredible strength, to discover what we can actually do. But when we allow someone else to sacrifice their lives for us, we stay infantilized. We remain helpless. We never uncover the amazing person that we are. And by doing this for other people, we never allow them to uncover the incredible person that they are. You know, also when we spend all our time giving to others, giving away of ourselves to others, being so invested in someone else's life, we never actually give ourselves the time and the space to clear, to heal our own pain, our own issues. And what happens is that we don't then discover the amazing light that we carry inside of us, the light that this world actually is longing for, the light that this world needs. We use caring for others as an excuse to not focus on ourselves, as an excuse to not evolve, to not shine brightly, and to step into the role that we are actually supposed to take on. You know, it is hard sometimes to look at our own shadow, but it is why we are here, to become the light. And it is actually very healthy for us to stay out of other people's lives. It is healthy to allow others to grow into who they are, to grow into whatever their soul needs them to be, and to give them the space and the wisdom to become who they are. And it is healthy to focus on ourselves so that we become the light that we are. You know, when we stand in our path, when we stand on our golden path and we shine, then we become a beacon for others so that they are inspired to step onto their own path of light. By shining bright because we care for ourselves, which is not a selfish thing to do, then our light is able to reach all those who need it. And then they too, as I say, will stand in their own light and become a beacon of hope for others. You do not need to sacrifice your life in order to help this world. The world has never asked you for that. Instead, the world wishes for each person to discover their own light, to become exactly who they are. You don't need to hide away in assisting others. Take that time for yourself. Become that beacon of light. And as you shine across the world, you will help other people in more ways than you can imagine. Don't pick people up. Help them become who they are. So thank you very much for joining me here today. And I look forward to coming back and sharing more light with you. Light blessings to you all. Bye-bye.